Do you need to attend business meetings and discussions? Then join me in this lesson to practice some common meeting expressions. Hello and welcome everyone, this is Minu at AngloLink. This is the 6th lesson in our series Listening and Speaking Practice. In this lesson, we're going to practice some expressions that are commonly used in business meetings. You must first watch the lesson for your listening and writing practice, and then watch it again for pronunciation and fluency practice. I will explain the method in more detail at the start of the lesson. After 2 or 3 repetitions of this lesson, you will have improved both your listening comprehension and your speaking skills at business meetings. So, when you're ready, we can begin. Common business expressions in meetings and discussions. This is how I recommend you do this exercise. Listen to each sentence carefully. I say each sentence twice before you can see it. Pause the video and write down what you have heard. Start the video and check what you have written down before moving on to the next sentence. Once you have written all the sentences down, start the video again. This time, listen and repeat each sentence without reading your notes. Right then, let's begin our exercise. Number 1. Shall we get started? Shall we get started? Number 2. It's time we got down to business. It's time we got down to business. Number 3. First of all, I'd like to welcome our guest. First of all, I'd like to welcome our guest. Number 4. Firstly, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Firstly, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Number 5. Has everyone read the minutes of the last meeting? Has everyone read the minutes of the last meeting? Number 6. There are some urgent points on today's agenda. There are some urgent points on today's agenda. Number 7. Why don't we deal with the urgent matters first? Why don't we deal with the urgent matters first? Number 8. We can then move on to the less pressing matters. We can then move on to the less pressing matters. Number 9. How does that sound to you? How does that sound to you? Number 10. I suggest we tackle point 5 first. I suggest we tackle point 5 first. Number 11. Does that meet with everyone's approval? Does that meet with everyone's approval? Number 12. Alternatively, we could proceed according to the agenda. Alternatively, we could proceed according to the agenda. Number 13. I have no objection to that. I have no objection to that. Number 14. That might be a better idea. That might be a better idea. Number 15. I'm happy either way. I'm happy either way. Number 16. I think we should stick to the agenda. I think we should stick to the agenda. And number 17. I'd rather we dropped the less urgent matters. I'd rather we dropped the less urgent matters. Number 18. What do you think of this project? What do you think of this project? Number 19. What are your feelings about this project? What are your feelings about this project? Number 20. Personally, I feel it's too much of a risk. Personally, I feel it's too much of a risk. Number 21. I believe the benefits outweigh the drawbacks. I believe the benefits outweigh the drawbacks. Number 22. I second that. I second that. Number 23. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. Number 24. I'm afraid I have to disagree. I'm afraid I have to disagree. Number 25. I can't go along with that. I can't go along with that. Number 26. May I interrupt you there? May I interrupt you there? Number 27. Could I just come in here? Could I just come in here? Number 28. There must be an alternative. There must be an alternative. Number 29. I think you're missing the point. I think you're missing the point. Number 30. We seem to have got sidetracked. We seem to have got sidetracked. Number 31. Let's get back to the matter in hand. Let's get back to the matter in hand. Number 32. We must come to an agreement on this. We must come to an agreement on this. Number 33. Let's put this one to the vote. Let's put this one to the vote. Number 34. Raise your hand if you're in favor. Raise your hand if you're in favor. Number 35. Could all those against raise their hands? Could all those against raise their hands? Number 36. To sum up, the majority approve. To sum up, the majority approve. Number 37. In conclusion, we've decided to go ahead with it. In conclusion, we've decided to go ahead with it. Number 38. Is there any other business? Is there any other business? Number 39. We seem to have run out of time. We seem to have run out of time. Number 40. Let's wrap up then, shall we? Let's wrap up then, shall we? Right, that's the end of this exercise for business meetings and discussions. I hope you've enjoyed the lesson. As you know, you can now go to our website, anglolink.com, for more exercises and lessons. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you in our next lesson. Bye now.